They took everything from me in stages so slow I didn't realize. I was being erased until there was nothing left to erase. First my trident, then my uniform, then my pension, then my marriage, then my sons, and finally my name, until I was just another homeless ghost, sleeping on cardboard with a shopping cart for a locker, flinching every time a car backfired because my brain still thought it was gunfire, still smelled burning metal and blood, still counted exits and angles even while begging the sidewalk not to freeze me to death. And I told myself every night that I deserved this because dishonor sticks harder than medals ever did, because heroes aren't supposed to come home broken, and broken men don't get second chances. So when my former captain found me outside a soup kitchen, boots polished, posture straight, eyes heavy with the same ghosts I carried, I knew before he spoke that this wasn't a rescue, it was a deployment. And when he offered me the deal, 50 days in a private forest owned by a woman so rich, she'd turned boredom into blood, hunted for entertainment. Like an animal, no weapons allowed, no blades, no traps, no tools, only fists and instinct. Survive and earn $5 million. Die and the money goes to my divorced wife and the 3 sons who barely remembered my face. I didn't interrupt him because every word landed softer than the reality I was already living. And the sick truth was that being hunted scared me less than waking up another morning with nothing to offer my kids except shame. So I said yes without asking about odds, without asking how many before me had failed. Because men like me don't get choices, only directions. And they dropped me into the forest at dawn, like discarded gear. Rotors fading into silence so thick it pressed against my ears, the trees watching me like witnesses. In the first days were hunger and dehydration and the sound of my own breathing too loud, my body screaming for calories, my mind replaying ambushes on loop, every snapping branch making my heart stutter, sleeping in trees to avoid being taken in my sleep, drinking from streams and praying my gut wouldn't betray me, chewing roots and insects just to keep my hands from shaking. And PTSD made the forest worse because there was nowhere to turn it off. No city noise to drown it out, no alcohol to blur it, just raw memory and paranoia. And when the first hunters came at night, I felt them before I saw them, the way you feel pressure before an explosion. And when hands grabbed me, instinct took over and my body remembered what my mind tried to forget. Elbows breaking noses, forearms crushing throats, knuckles splitting skin. Not killing because killing wouldn't help my sons, only surviving would. And after they fell unconscious in the dirt, I shook so hard I had to bite down to stop my teeth from chattering. Not from fear, but from the release of knowing I wasn't useless yet. And the days kept bleeding into each other, pain becoming routine. Bruises overlapping like maps, my feet cracked and bleeding, my ribs aching every time I breathed, talking to my sons out loud so their names wouldn't fade. Apologizing to trees because there was no one else to hear it, promising futures I might never see, telling them I loved them even though love didn't save me before. And sometimes I hoped the hunters would come just so the waiting would stop, because waiting is worse than fighting. And somewhere around the 4th week I realized the forest was in trying to kill me nearly as hard as my own mind was. Because the silence gave space to everything I'd buried. Every man I couldn't save, every order I followed that cost something human. And then she came herself near the end. The woman who owned this nightmare.com, and smiling like this was performance art. Fast and trained and enjoying every second of it. And she hurt me badly because she could afford to make mistakes and I couldn't. And I fought her with nothing left but stubborn refusal and the image of my sons eating dinner without worrying if the lights would stay on. And when she finally hit the ground breathing and stunned, I didn't feel triumph. Only exhaustion so deep it felt like gravity doubled. And when day 50 arrived, I was barely upright, skin hanging loose, eyes sunken, hands scarred and swollen. And as they pulled me out of that forest, I didn't feel redeemed or saved, just hollow, because I didn't take the deal to live. I took it because for the first time since I lost everything, my death would actually mean something. And if surviving meant my boys never had to sleep hungry or ashamed of my name, then being prey was the easiest mission I'd ever accepted.
If you feel this, show some love, like, share, and subscribe.